This is the plaintiff, Georgette Neglia. She says she's a talent manager, and the defendant's a singer from the 70s with one hit song. She feels the defendant developed feelings for her, and when she rebuffed him, the problem started. Bottom line, she laid out all kinds of expense money for the defendant. He refuses to reimburse her. That's why she's suing him here and now for the $1,285 she's owed. This is the defendant, Jay Stovall. He says he hired the plaintiff, thinking his needs would come first, as the artist, and that simply wasn't the case with the plaintiff. The woman's the most unprofessional person he's ever had the displeasure to work with. He owes her nothing. And if anyone here is owed money today, it's him. He's accused of messing with a manager. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $3,000 for false advertising and posting videos without consent.
All parties, please are ready. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Georgette Neglia?
Yes.
You are suing Jay Stovall for $1,285 that you say he needs to repay you that you put out for him and he's supposed to pay you back. You have a counterclaim against her for $3,000 for posting videos without your permission. Let's talk to you first, Ms. Neglia. Tell me what happened.
Well, I was at one time driving with another client, Carol Douglas, and we were in the car listening to the radio, and the song There But For the Grace of God came on. And I said, oh my goodness, I love that song. And she said, I have his number, and I see...
Okay, everybody just freeze a second, because this is my era, okay? So I'm trying to keep it cool, but, you know. All right, first of all, you're sitting in a car with Carol Douglas.
Yes.
Okay, and you tell me some of Carol Douglas's songs.
Doctor's Orders and Midnight Love Affair.
Okay, all you youngins out there, go on, I don't even know if they'll have this stuff on iTunes. This is the disco era. And Carol Douglas was a giant in the disco era, as was Jay Stovall. Your song that you're listening to, and Carol then gives you his cell phone number?
Yes.
Okay. That was a little odd. Without asking you?
Without asking me, Your Honor.
Okay, but you didn't brush her off. You talked to her, and you
I didn't.
started to
Right.
because you were looking for
Because
management?
At the time, I was in the market for a manager. This young lady, Miss Licata, was strictly promoting. I met her 4 years ago, but she still didn't even have time as a personal manager for me.
Okay.
Carol Douglas, who I met just doing a couple of dates, you know, a few gigs, as she said that my record happened to come on the radio, which it still does.
Can you, hum a few bars of the song for the...
There but for the grace of God, there go I. There but for the grace of God, there go I.
No. So you wanted to, okay. So you wanted to manage him. So what happens?
So we discussed that, and I said we would have to go see my entertainment lawyer and write up a contract, and he said, fine. Then as time went on, he would say, can you loan me car fare? Can you take my stuff out of the cleaners? Can you pick up my son from the airport? Can you, just various monies
How long
exchanged.
are you two knowing each other where this transfer of money is going on?
A month.
Okay, and you still don't have a contract with him?
No.
All right, and why not?
We were in the process of doing that, so the contract was written up, and he seen it, and he wanted to change it. The stipulations he wasn't comfortable with. He wanted to still be able to have the promoters contact him directly and not go through management.
Okay.
So I said, well, that's the function of a manager. They would have to, you know, come through me, negotiate, and he didn't agree with that. So we were going back to the lawyer the second time to change that, and I told the attorney I didn't feel comfortable with him, so I was going to hold off on it. Because between that time, you know, helping him out with his financial needs and being needy.
But why are you helping him out with his financial needs?
Well, that's just
You're
how I am.
wooing him?
Just,
Are you trying to get signed?
No, that's just how I am. You know, he needed help.
So
and
let's
I was
go
there.
over the financial needs. When you say, like, for example, the very first item on your list is lawyer's fees, but that's your lawyer. Your lawyer needs to sue for lawyer's fees. Like, why are you, that sounds like $625 that you paid your lawyer.
Yes.
Right. All right. So let's talk about then there's a series of things like Metro cards, gas, an Uber for the son, and an air mattress. Talk to me about that stuff. Like, how would it come up that you would pay for it?
Well, the Metro cards, I would meet him and he would ask me, do you have extra money for me? Or I need a Metro card, I need various things. So my son's coming in from out of town. I don't have a place for him to sleep. I says, well, I can go to Target, I can get him an air mattress.
Is there ever a time where you say to him, you have to pay me back for these things?
Oh, absolutely. He
Okay,
said,
well, you're not mentioning it. That's why I'm
yes,
posing
he
the
said,
question.
when I do a show, I'll pay you back.
What ends up going wrong? Because as it turns out, he didn't hire you. So what ended up going down?
I don't know.
Okay, do you want to tell me what happened?
I've been doing this for 35 years. If you're going to take on the role of a manager, okay, you getting my little clothes out of the cleaners for the show, you getting me a guitar foot pedal is managerial, mandatory, little small things. I did not ask her to get a bubble mattress. She, with the motherly-like instinct, said, oh, you can't have your kids sleeping on the floor. Why not? If Dad can sleep on comforts and blankets, they're my kids, they'll be there too. So she says, don't worry about it, I'll take it back. I charge it, I'll take it back, like I do everything else. That's exactly why I took care of it, and I never slept on it and put it back in the box just like it came. What it was everything was all good when we were negotiating for her to be my manager.
And then
But
what happened? What went
happened was the big honeymoon was over. They showed up at my first date, meaning show, that she knew me personally, okay?
Right.
And she wanted to act like she was the sheriff. I'm his manager. Now, mind you, contracts were being drawn up, but they were not to my satisfaction. Therefore, they had to be revived. She's still running around, I'm his manager.
Wait, but who is she saying that to?
To this lady who was the chief promoter for that particular engagement.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What is the point of her telling you that? Like, you guys are chatting? How does this come up?
Okay, I run the shows. I'm the promoter of the shows. I book the talent for the shows. And when we do the casino shows especially, some of these backstage areas, I get strict instructions that only the performer, the manager, maybe a photographer, it's limited backstage. So the next thing I know is that Georgette is behind backstage. And this is not the first time that she likes to be backstage. She just pushes her way backstage, and I see her back there, and I said to her, you're gonna have to leave.
Had you had a problem with her before?
Yes, I have. I've had many problems with her.
Why?
With coming backstage, with drinking. That particular night, drunk, security had to remove her. To move up a little bit, I just had a very big show this past Saturday that I had over 2,000 people. Gigi, drunk again, comes up by the stage area. Now, she's not allowed backstage, and she comes right up to my face. She has this big guy with her, I guess her security or whoever it was. And I looked at her and I said, Gigi, you're not going backstage. The next thing I wanna, whatever wording she used, slap you. And I said to her, you want to slap me, you're still not coming backstage. And she was carrying on there that I said to her, you need to walk away. 2 security guys came over and they said, Michelle, you having a problem? And I said, nope, she's going back to her seat. And then the show that Jay was talking about at the casino, where she had created again a scene there yelling. And I said, well, then Jay, you're gonna have to go outside and speak to her because she's creating a scene.
So did you?
Yes, he
Yes,
did.
I did.
And
Yes,
you
he-
tell me what happened between you two there.
Why won't you tell them I'm your manager? It was actually very dramatic, very painful, and very embarrassing, okay? Your Honor, I'm just simply saying it was being a negotiation, but technically there was no contract.
No, there's no question about
Okay,
that.
all right.
I'm just wondering, like, when she fronts money for your Uber for your son to come in,
Okay.
are those things that you
no,
think you
Your
owe
Honor,
her or you
Your
don't?
Honor, Your Honor, I don't have a problem paying what I owe. I do have a problem with paying what I don't owe.
Here's what she's suing for: $35 in Metro cards,
Oh, my gosh.
and then $70 for gas and food for the defendant's family.
His son picked him up at the airport, took him out to eat.
And where'd you
He
take
goes,
him?
just add it on, just
Okay,
add
do
it
you
on.
have proof of any of these amounts? Did you keep receipts?
No.
That's what a person who expects to get reimbursed does. They keep receipts. What do you feel you owe her?
The Uber for returning my children back to the airport, I agree. I don't know what that costs. It's $50.
The air
And-
mattress is here.
Yes.
Okay, do me a favor. Take that air mattress and put it over there. Thank you.
Okay. The cleaner's bill, the guitar pedal, okay, and the guitar repair shop.
None of which she's suing for.
Oh, well, Your
Well,
Honor,
oddly enough, why aren't you suing for those? I'm just curious.
They should have been in there. Here's the receipts for those.
the Uber.
You do have receipts for those? Great.
Yes.
Let's show me what you have receipts for. All right, so you have a counterclaim against her for $3,000 for posting videos without permission.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Okay, so here's the question. Best disco song ever.
Best disco song, it's the Bee Gees' Saturday Night Fever.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. What do you say?
I Will Survive.
Okay, good, good, good. What do you say?
Staying Alive.
God, these are good.
Yeah, Donna Summer, anything.
Anything down to summer. Disco Duck. By the way, can I just tell you something? Your owner is violating the leash law. I just wanted you to know. Going inside the courtroom.
We were in the car, as we have been quite a few times. My record happened to come on the radio again. She said, "Oh, listen, I got to videotape you singing. I want to show it to all my girlfriends." Now, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
I did not know she was going to have it on YouTube, and people wrote in, they saw it, and they blasted me. It was the most embarrassing. I've never been knocked down singing Grace of God in my
Who
life.
blasted you?
The public.
How many people saw it?
These were comments that were posted underneath the video.
Negative.
The video was terrible. It was terrible. She wouldn't take it down.
Who sings in that song?
I do, Your Honor.
Right.
Well, I have the girl and me.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
When
it's
they
on her-
keep
Just a
posting
second.
it.
Stop a
Go
second.
ahead.
She's in a car. This little opportunity comes up because the song comes on the radio or whatever, and then you
And I
guys
happen to
just
be in
tape
the
each
car.
other. You're singing the female part, and he's
Yes.
singing the male part.
Right.
And she posted on her Facebook page. What's like, you
No,
know?
it
And
went
then
on to
did you
YouTube.
guys demand to take it down?
And in the text, it says, "Oh, I just seen Stevie Wonder do karaoke. You know how they were all doing
Right.
that? When are we going to put it on?"
Right. I mean, okay, but what's the damages to this? First of all, the only quasi-negative one is against her.
But, Your Honor, I am the singer. I am Machine.
I know you are.
Oh, okay.
You rocked it in here a moment ago. So I don't.
okay. Well-
I mean, I don't know that this is actionable. I mean, it's not like he didn't know he was being videoed.
No,
she
I
took
knew
it
that.
down, right? You took it
Yes.
down.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to award you anything on your counterclaim against her.
Okay.
On your claim against him, you're not getting attorney's fees. You're not getting defamation of character. And as for the expenses, most of which you have zero proof of, you're not going to get those. What I am going to order him to pay you are the amounts that he agreed to, that he feels he should reimburse you, which total $99.38. My verdict is for the plaintiff in the amount of $99.38 on the plaintiff's claim against the defendant, and on the defendant's claim against the plaintiff, zero. That's my verdict. Good luck, folks.
Thank you,
And,
Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Hold on.
Well, the defendant, Mr. Stovall's on his way out of the courtroom. You're going to have to give her $99, but I think you're okay with
I'm
that.
pleased with that. I am pleased with that. I don't believe in stealing, and I don't believe in lying. If I
Good
owe
enough.
you this, I'm happy to pay you.
All right. We haven't heard anything about your career. Did you ever get a manager, make a deal with a manager?
Bingo.
So you're happy?
Yes, I
Career
am.
going
Yes,
well?
It's going up. It's going
That's
up.
what we need to know. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Thank you.
Let's sign some documents. It's that
Okay.
way, okay? All right, Ms. Negley, she is on her way out of the court. Well, you got the mattress back. This wasn't a very good day for you in court, you know?
Yeah, I'm just guilty of being nice.
You satisfied with what the judge said?
Oh, yes, but I'm not happy with them speaking that I drink, and
Yeah.
that's
yep,
terrible.
yep. Didn't sound too good, did it?
No, it's a lie. All lies.
All
Don't
right.
matter.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have
okay.
a great day.
Harvey?
Okay, Doug, just so you know, defamation requires that the statement is untrue and it subjects the person the statement was made about to some kind of scorn or ridicule. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.